Hello students. Hello students. Now today in this video we are going to start the next topic of physics, that is the magnetic effect of electric current. Clear? Now this magnetic effect of electric current is very interesting phenomenon. Why this magnetic effect of electric current is very important? Because I think we know very well that we have seen this concept of the electric current and electricity, and then we have discussed about the light phenomena. Now we are coming to the next one, which is what the magnetic effect of electric current, which means what the effect which is going to be observed because of the electric current is what called as the magnetic effect. कितना आसान उसका डेफिनेशन स्टेटमेंट है। अगर हमको सही में समझना है कि मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट क्या है, कि जो इफेक्ट इलेक्ट्रिक करंट की वजह से हमें मिलने वाला है, उस इफेक्ट का नाम है मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट. Now let us try to understand what exactly this magnetic effect of electric current it is to be there. As we know very well, electric current is what the flow of electric charge per unit time, and all these things we have seen related to that. Now we are not going to deal with that concept. So now here we are going to understand the concept of the magnetic effect clearly, and mostly we are going to emphasize on one concept, which is what the magnetic field. Clear? We are going to understand what is the magnetic field, what are the properties of the magnetic field lines. There are some of the rules are there. There are some of the devices which are depends upon the magnetic field, and all this we are going to be studying in this chapter, magnetic effect of electric current. Are you ready? So let us start. First of all, before proceeding to the magnetic field and the properties of the magnetic field line, we will try to understand one phenomena which is given by the Ørsted, and that phenomena, or whatever the phenomenon he observed, it was very accidentally. Now what happens, you know that what he stated that there is one wire, and that near to that wire he placed one magnetic compass. Clear? Actually this is what not intentionally this experiment was not done. It was accidentally, the wire were lying somewhere, and some magnetic compasses was there, and these magnetic compasses were lying near to that wire. Now what happens when the electric current was passing through that wire, and the magnetic compass which was placed near to that, automatically it was deflected. And Ørsted just he has focus on that, and he astonished. When the electric current is passed through that, then the magnetic compass was deflected, and there how we are going to understand the concept it is to be called as the magnetic field. Clear? To understand this concept more, what he has done, let us understand the two situations. What are the two situations? Let us suppose there is one wire, and nearby that wire, let us suppose there is one magnetic compass is placed, and this is what the magnetic compass. Clear? Now what happens initially, this is what the wire, this wire or this compass, there is no wire, which means what, no current is passing through that, I is equals to 0. Then this magnetic compass was not showing any deflection, but as soon as what it was found, as soon as we allowed to transfer some amount of current through that, this magnetic compass was showing the deflection. Magnetic compass was showing the deflections, and there itself he understood that obviously when the current is passed through that point or through the wire, magnetic compass was showing the deflection. There it is what it is to be called as the concept of the magnetic field. Clear? Now to understand the concept of the magnetic field, we need to be think about it. There are some of the, what is the magnetic compass? Obviously magnetic compass is the device used to measure the magnetic field. Clear? Means used to measure the magnetic field means what? Whether the magnetic field is present or not, or as well as you know very well, this magnetic compass is used to find out the directions. Clear? And whatever the needle is there in that magnetic compass, that needle is always points towards what, north and south. Clear what I am saying? So this is what the very important thing. So this needle is also made up of a bar magnet. Clear? Now to understand this magnet and to understand this magnetic field, first of all we need to understand the magnet. What is the magnet? Magnet is an artificial, what we can say, it is the artificial magnet called as the bar magnet. Now, to understand that bar magnet, how it looks like, the bar magnet is very much like that, isn't it? The picture of this bar magnet is, it's very simple. This is what the bar magnet is look like. Clear? And on that bar magnet, we know we all are very much aware that which has two poles. One is called as the north, and the second one is called as the south. Now, what I will do is that I will break this magnet. So, what will happen? Then the north will be to this side and the south will be to this side. Is it possible? No. If suppose we break this from this middle, so what happens? Again this magnet becomes individual magnet. North and south, and again what? North and south. What do we understand? Which means that these poles never exist alone. Clear? Always they are together, like Jay and Viru, Sholekar. So this is what the thing is happen. Clear? So they always exist with what? Both, that is north and south, north and south. Again, if you just make a part of this, again they will become a north and south, north and south, north and south. Clear? Now, to discuss about this magnetic field, first of all, we wanted to discuss about the bar magnet. Clear? Now, what happened? Imagine that there is one bar magnet, and near to that bar magnet, what I am doing is that, let us suppose there is one another bar magnet is taken. Clear? Imagine this is the north pole, and this one is also what? North pole. Now, this is what the position of the bar magnet. This is the fixed position. Now, I am just moving this bar magnet. Now, there is no repulsion and attraction of this bar magnet, of this, due to because of that. Why? Because might be this bar magnet is out of the influence of this bar magnet. So now what I am going to do is that I will bring this magnet over here. So immediately I can found that obviously this magnet will, due to because of this influence of this magnet, there must be some attraction or repulsion. अगर यहाँ पर north और ये north होगा तो ये repulsion होगा. अगर यहाँ पर south होगा तो attraction होगा. But at this point, now similarly, when I just go surrounding to that magnet, so at that particular point only, in the surrounding of this magnet, there is a force of attraction and repulsion is present, and that's it is what called as the magnetic field. If we focus on this concept, the space around a magnet in which the force of attraction and repulsion is present, the space around the magnet in which the force of attraction and repulsion is what it is to be called as the magnetic field is present at that point. Clear, beta? Which means what I am just telling you that force of attraction, when there is attraction, north-north repulsion, south-south repulsion, north-south attraction. Both possibilities are there. अगर आपने ये जो मैग्नेट है, ये मैग्नेट इस मैग्नेट के इन्फ्लुएंस में अगर आ गया तो क्या करेगा? ये तो अट्रैक्ट करेगा या तो रिपल करेगा. लेकिन मानकर चलो कि इसको मैं अगर इस मैग्नेट को बहुत दूर लेकर चला गया, क्या ये अपना इन्फ्लुएंस लगा पाएगा उसके ऊपर? नहीं. जैसे ही वो ये मैग्नेट इसके सराउंडिंग में आ गया, इसके फोर्स के व्हाट वी कैन से, इफ दिस मैग्नेट is brought in the influence of this magnet, so what is going to happen? Obviously there is a force of attraction as well as repulsion is going to be detected, and hence that is what it is to be called as the magnetic field due to because of the bar magnet. Are you getting what I am saying? This is a very simple. Now this is the artificial bar magnet is artificial. So what is the natural magnetic field now? Obviously Earth is supposed to be as what? Earth also has a magnetic field. Getting what I am saying? Now why it has? There are so many things are to be discussed. But first of all, we should be focused on what exactly the basic concepts are there. Clear? So then this is what the space around the magnet in which the force of attraction and the force of repulsion is present. That is what called the magnetic field. Right? Magnetic field. Now, whatever the magnetic field is there, whatever the influence of that magnet it has over that particular point. Now, how we are going to detect that? Can we able to see? Suppose there is one magnet, obviously it continuously having magnetic field at that point. Are we able to see that? No, but it can be represented imaginary. So when we represent that imaginary, the magnetic field, the direction of the magnetic field at that particular point, then it is called as the magnetic field lines. There are imaginary lines are there, which are used to represent the direction of the magnetic field. They represent the continuous direction of the magnetic field, and that is what it is to be called as the magnetic field lines. Clear? So now, when we go for that, how they look like? Clear? This is what exactly it is to be there. This is called as the bar magnet, the north pole of the bar magnet and the south pole of the bar magnet. As you can able to see these are called as the magnetic field lines. What they are called as the magnetic field lines. They are completely imaginary. So they originate from the north pole and ends at the south pole. Clear? Now this is what? They originate from the north pole and ends at the south pole, and again they will come from the inside the magnet they travel from the south to north, and outside the magnet they travel from north to what? South. How they are? They are closed curve. How they are placed? They are completely closed curve. Now these are what it is to be called as. When we see these are the magnetic field lines of the magnet, so now we need to think about the properties of magnetic field lines. So what are the properties of the magnetic field lines? The first property is that they are closed curve. Yes, obviously they are closed curve. As you can able to see, they are completely closed curve outside as well as the inside. Get what I am saying? As well as from the what? Inside. They are completely closed. This is what? They are completely closed curves. Next, they start from the north and they end at the south pole. Clear? They start from the north pole and they end at the south pole. This is the second property of the magnetic field lines. The third property is they do not cross each other. Who is not going to cross each other? These magnetic field lines are not going to cross each other. Why? What is the reason behind that? What will happen if they are going to be crossed? Now we need to be think about it, that if they are going to be crossed, as you know very well, magnetic field has a magnitude as well as a direction. So magnetic field is a vector quantity, no doubt. But why they do not cross each other? Now obviously we wanted to be answer of this, that अगर magnetic field lines अगर एक दूसरे से cross होते हैं तो क्या होता है? Because as we know very well, at a particular point magnetic field have only one direction. Magnetic field will show at any particular point. What particular point? Let us suppose take one point. Let us suppose this is the point P. At this point, how many direction will the magnetic field show? Obviously one direction if there is magnetic field line is traveling. But now what happens if they are going to be intersect? If the two magnetic field lines are intersects, now what happens? Let us suppose there is one point. This is one magnetic field lines. Clear? And let us suppose beta, this is the another magnetic field lines. Now they are intersected at one point, at the point O. Clear? Now they have intersects at point O. When they intersects at the point O, now the tangent, let us suppose this is what the A magnetic field line and this is what the B magnetic field line. Now to represent the direction of magnetic field line A at the point O, what should we do? We must draw a tangent to that point. Clear? Now let us draw the tangent at this point to what? A magnetic field lines. So this is what the tangent is drawn. Clear? So this is the direction of the magnetic field line at point O. Similarly, if I am going to draw a tangent to the B magnetic field line, so that must be to this direction. So how many directions we are getting here? Two directions. Is it possible? No. Why? Magnetic field lines gives us at a particular point only one. Exactly. This is what. Now what is happening? This is what the contradiction. This is what the contradiction, and that is what the reason. The third property is very, very important. That is what the reason of the magnetic field lines never cross each other at all. Why? If they cross at that particular point, it will show the two directions. Clear? So that is what the reason they do not cross each other. Clear? And this fourth one, the strength of the magnetic field is shown by degree of closeness. Clear? Now where will be the maximum strength of the magnetic field will be there? Let us suppose I will draw the two regions. Let us suppose this is the first region and let us suppose this is the second region. Clear? This is the first one and this is what the second region. At which region does the magnetic field is very strong? In region 2 or in region 1? Obviously the region 1 will have the maximum strength. The strength of the magnetic field in region 1 will be maximum, and at region 2 it will be minimum. Why? Because how many lines are crossing that region 2 and how many lines are crossing which lines? Magnetic field lines are passing through that region. Many lines are passing. Clear? More the crowd of the magnetic field lines, more the strength. Less the crowd of the magnetic field lines, less the strength. This is what exactly. Clear? That is what I just wanted to tell you. This is an interesting phenomena, is what it is to be called as the magnetic field. ये जो phenomena है ये बहुत important है magnetic field का. Clear? So this is what it is to be called. Might have seen bar magnets also. We just do activities, isn't it? That bar magnets and just have some one bar magnet and another bar magnet and just play with that. North, south, as well as south. You'll have interesting phenomena there. You will understand what it is to be the magnetic field lines there. Clear, beta? So then the fourth property is also very important, students. That is what the strength of the magnetic field line is shown by a degree of closeness. Now what is the direction of the magnetic field line? Clear? Isn't it? What is the direction of the magnetic field line? I am going to write it down, the fifth property here. That is called the direction. Direction of what? Direction of magnetic field line. B. Magnetic field line denoted by what? B. Clear? Outside. आउटसाइड कहां से कहां होगी? ये होगी नॉर्थ से लेकर साउथ तक. क्लियर? और इनसाइड का मतलब क्या है? इनसाइड मतलब दैट इज इनसाइड द बार मैग्नेट. दिस इज व्हाट द आउटसाइड एंड दिस इज व्हाट द इनसाइड. तो इनसाइड कहां होगा? ऑब्वियसली साउथ टू व्हाट? नॉर्थ. दैट इज व्हाट वी आर calling them as a closed curve. A closed complete है. यहाँ से बाहर आ रही है. मानकर चलो this is the north. So then this is the north pole and this is the south pole. The magnetic field lines are coming out of the north pole and they ends at the south pole. And again they are traveling through the magnet from south to north. South से लेकर north तक कहाँ पर है? मैग्नेट के अंदर है. और जैसे वो बाहर आ गए वो north to south, वो north to south, south to north, north to south, south to north, north to south. Clear? So this is what that property is also very interesting. That is called the direction of magnetic field lines. Remember beta, outside the magnet, the magnetic field lines are traveling from north to south, and inside the magnet they travel from the south.